Okay, so we're back with this, and let's get started. Like the spring sunshine. Who's this talking? When did things get like this? Ravens? The crows? Whenever I see two birds flying around the sky, I think back to the age of gods, to the long distant past. Skadi? Back then, the world was vividly real, and great gods oversaw everything. Yes, there were some cruel competitions, and wars replete with tragic loss. But it seems to me that the world back then was one of pride and dignity. Freya offered blessings of love and fertility, and Jodern supported the seas and watched over the seafarers and fishermen of the world. Baldur gave us light and beauty, while Mimir gave us the sacred well. Even during battles when, by all rights, life should have been lost mercilessly, Odin and Thor were there to keep watch over the proceedings. Back then, I really do think we all loved one another, and not in the intense, feverish way that leads to people getting hurt. I think it was the gentle sort of love, like the spring sun warming your skin. At least, that's how it felt to me. Which is why I don't understand. How did we end up drifting so far apart? How did we end up with such ugly, horrifying feelings within ourselves? Feelings colder than the merciless ice, and hotter than a raging fire. Was it Sitonai, maybe? Or Skadi? The targets fought off Koyanskaya's attack and made their escape. It's still unclear which path they took once outside the castle, but knowing your majesty, I imagine you already know exactly where they are. In addition, we found signs that the targets had come in contact with the imprisoned Divine Spirit amalgamation. I'm only speculating here, but I believe the prisoner may have told them about the dangerous element sealed away in Mount Hindarfjall, number 2. Just tell us where they currently are, Your Majesty, and Saber and I will head out and recapture them. No, it's not important. Leave them be. I have already decided to love both the children of Chaldea and the strange archer with the unwieldy cannon. Do not force me to repeat myself yet again, Ophelia. I will not allow them to be killed. But, Your Majesty, you are the one who empowered Sigurd's spirit origin, are you not? He is not capable of anything so delicate as capturing prisoners. He would much rather kill them. He will cut down anything in his way. The Celtic woman within me tells me with absolute certainty that servant cannot be easily used. He is himself like a demonic sword, inevitably bound to hurt its wielder. I suggest you occasionally spend some time reflecting upon yourself, Ophelia Famersalone, daughter of humanity. While you are at it, give some thought to that girl, Mash, as well as the archer. Very well. Ophelia worried. That archer. Napoleon couldn't possibly have meant what he said. He's nothing more than a ghost, an empty shade of a human mocking me. Obviously, it was nothing more than a ploy to confuse me. Did he think I'd fall for something so absurd? If only you knew. But she's actually thinking about it. Still, I should have visited them in prison. I shouldn't have let that archer deter me from that. Now I don't know if I'll ever get to talk to Mash again. Oh. Hi! Koyanskaya here, reporting back from the front lines. There's nothing quite like losing my whole private army. I'm afraid the contract with these giants I borrowed from Her Majesty is now null and void, since I kind of make a botch of that attack. With all my dependable Jotun gone, I guess this means I finally had a major loss. And yet, I seem to not be the only one down in the dumps here. What's the matter, Ophelia? You're in the Queen's good graces. You're one of the cryptors and a part of their successful plot to completely upend the world. And what's more, you command an incredibly powerful servant to boot. So what could be possibly bothering you? What's on your mind? None of your business. Didn't I tell you to stay out of my room? Now, we girls have to stick together. This attitude right here is why Mrs. Kyrielite doesn't want to be friends with you, you know. What would you know about? More than you think, honey. Believe it or not, I'm actually very sensitive to human emotions. On top of that, we're actually fairly similar. I know you like my own little sister. Huh? Similar? In what way? Well, there's the fact that we both put our job first and foremost. We're both driven and meticulous. Yet we become hopelessly devoted, perhaps to our detriment, when it comes to love. Huh? What is she talking about? But enough joking. In all seriousness, you make me sick. Well, that's a 180 right there. A real woman is supposed to be able to balance her work life and love life. But you have feelings for Kirstaria Wodaim, but you just can't relax about it. You can't stop worrying. You believe what you're doing is right, but you're still not comfortable with it. You love him, but you can't fully commit to his cause. You cling to him even as you keep your distance. Do you know why that is? I'll tell you. It's because you've never really had someone help you before. You've not even had so much as a single friend in all your life. Isn't that right? A friend? A mage's life is devoted to her magecraft. We don't need friends. We don't. That's so sad. You cheeky little thing, pretending like you don't need others to survive. Kirstaria is going to be so disappointed. He may like to talk big, but deep down, everything he does is motivated by a deep love of humanity. Even though he knows all too well that at their heart, humans are just wild animals instinctually driven to help, respect, and kill one another. Listen, honey, as long as you have minds of your own, hopes and dreams aren't enough to keep humanity going. You need to have a bit of sympathy and affection too, you know? That's true, but coming from you, I don't like it. All the more so if you were never able to depend on family. Really, I'm surprised you didn't jump at the chance to marry that archer who proposed. Are you just incapable of swallowing your pride? Or is it more that you're afraid to be honest with yourself about the fact that you've never really trusted anyone? I'm not. Oh, yes you are. Right this moment, you're so scared you can barely stand it, aren't you? Even though this place is a never-ending Wednesday. Stop it. Poor little rich girl. Even though you'll never have to worry about the oh-so-terrifying Sunday here, you still can't shake your anxieties about it. But you don't have to tremble in fear anymore, Ophelia. Remember where you are right now. Go on, take a good look around. This lost belt is a never-ending Wednesday. That's all there can be after Odin went and died. There couldn't be any better world for you to live in, Ophelia Farmer's alone. Eh. Stop it. One more word and I'll wipe you out of existence. I don't care what you think you know about me. Keep talking about it and I will kill you. Leave, right now. If you're not gone by the time I get back, I'm sending my knight after you. Is that clear? Oh my, how dreadful. Was it something I said? Well, they do say good fences make good neighbors. Very well, I apologize, and I won't mention it again. On a different note, you're leaving already? Didn't you just get back? I'm going to the terrace. I need some fresh air. That put some fire back in her eyes. Maybe I was overstepping my bounds a bit. What do you think? I don't know what the point of you women talking to one another is, and I don't care. Either you were giving her a pep talk, or you were trying to piss her off. Which one was it? Which do you think it was? What are you, stupid? Why would I be asking if I knew? Well, no matter. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. Play around all you like, but if you go too far, I'll kill you. Oh, I'm so scared. This is exactly your problem, Mr. Demonic Sword Knight. Or should I say, Your Majesty? What? I know what I'm doing. I would never treat a valued customer with anything less than the utmost respect. And since we also have the Tree of Emptiness and that unsightly Queen to worry about, I'm counting on Ophelia to help this lost belt's true nature shine through. Ugh. Roads to the end. And you're fighting assassins. I guess I'll just go with my Sieg team. But honestly, there is something weird going on with Sigurd. Yeah, there's something spooky possessing him or something. And it looks like that thing or that person is more important than it seems. I think we should be fine. So I guess now we're going to save Bryn. Another lovely day. It doesn't even look like we'll have to worry about a blizzard, Senpai. At this pace, we should be able to reach our destination before sundown. High-speed skiing. Fo-fo! Good morning, Fo. Did you sleep well? Fo! I finished packing up the Caldia EZ camping kit. Nani? We can get going whenever you want, Master. What a great morning. It may be awfully chilly here, but at least the weather is always nice and calm. I was a little worried you might have to shake off some pursuers, but luckily, we made it through the whole night without incident. Thank you for standing guard all night, Napoleon. It really helped us catch our breath and rest a while. Mon plaisir, mademoiselle. The stars and the aurora made it really easy to pass the time. Besides, gotta use the right tool for the job. Since we heroic spirits don't need to sleep, I was obviously the best choice. We don't need to eat either, of course, but we can still enjoy a good meal. Castro, Fate's Day Night, all the Artorias, all the Sabers, all the King Arthurs. Gotta say, these rations you brought with you are impressive. I had no idea we'd come so far with how we made and preserved food. If only my Grand Armée had that kind of food. The best we could come up with was bottled goods, and trust me, those weren't much help in Russia. I wish I'd been able to mass-produce canned goods. Things might have turned differently. Nani? I actually don't know much about history surrounding Napoleon. Did he? You really know your stuff, Private. That's right. I held a contest to see who could come up with the best way to improve our rations. A confectioner by the name of Nicolas Appert ended up winning. He came up with the airtight container and the idea to sterilize them with heat. Of course, since we used glass bottles, they ended up breaking all the time, which was a really mess in more ways than one. Fofo. But you did still pay Appert the full reward, right? Of course. I'm nothing if not generous, you know. Besides, he had some really great ideas. Canned goods and those things you call vacuum packs all originate from Appert's work with bottles. That goes for Caldia's rations too. Pretty impressive when you think about it. Anyway, now that we had breakfast and our morning chit-chat, shall we be on our way? Yes, I'm ready whenever you two are. I would have liked to report our current status to everyone on the border before we left, but... Fo! Yes, Phil. I know there's no point in asking for the impossible. Even if Da Vinci had expanded her Mystic Code's drone's comms range, given our current location, we're too far away. Right. At the moment, calling them just isn't feasible. Guess you'll just have to find this other goddess first, then. On with the ultra-high-speed cross-country ski tour. I wonder if you'll have to scale a mountain before you can reach her. Our destination is Mount... That word. Galdhopingen, the tallest mountain in all of Scandinavia. According to the data Ilya sent me, this third goddess should be imprisoned in the mountain's peak. On a map from proper human history, it would be located on the old Jotunheim Highlands, but around here it's at the very end of this endless string of snow and ice mountains. At least it's a straight shot from there. Right. We are currently about 230 kilometers away. If I can maintain my booster's second gear, we should reach it in a few hours. You have some awfully impressive equipment, and its magical energy efficiency isn't half bad either. Once we get this third goddess on our side, I'd love to have a word or two with whoever made it. Especially since my skis are handmade. Fo. No, even I couldn't ask someone to carry me like you're getting done. No, really, I couldn't. I won't. I mean it. Mademoiselle, make sure you hold on tight to Private Ritsunon. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the pace. With the strength and stamina of a heroic spirit, cruising at 200 clicks per hour is a breeze. Clicks? What's that? Still, I can't really keep that speed up all the time, what with the obstacles that keep popping up. Like, say, giants or a pack of wild animals. Case in point? Yes, I see them. Master, I'm detecting several magical energy signals in our vicinity. They don't appear to be giants. They're ice beasts. You take too long to go around them, and we don't want them calling their friends for help. So I say we take them out nice and quick. You got it. And it's Only one? Okay, now we're talking. Mm-hmm. Then Mozart for the art buff. And this should be enough, I think. Almost there, only 8% left. But Waver can do that. Nice. That critter. I think he'll probably get his NP back. Yep. Mozart's too OP. I mean, his third skill is just too good. And his art buff is also pretty high. It's like what, 44%? That's almost 50, like Tamamo. We've destroyed all the ice beasts. The battle is over. Alright then, let's get our march back underway. We can even make a friendly race of it. I'm sorry, Napoleon, but I have to refuse. That would be far too dangerous. Foe! You're siding with the Mademoiselle, Pupper? Just be careful the wind doesn't blow you away. Equipping the Ortinax Olaris board. Attachments now. Boosters activated. Switching from thruster mode first gear to booster. Olaris board standing by. 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Speed. Gotta go fast. Oh! Yep, it is her. Because in her story, after she helped someone who wasn't supposed to win, Odin cursed her and she was stuck in a ring of fire. She was sleeping around a ring of fire. So it's definitely Brynhildr. Or Brynhild. So it's Zerkers. This team is good for art looping, but okay, I'll be back in a while. So I'm going with this. It's mostly AoE stuff, and the back row is just for people to get 1 points. Damn. Whoa, I've never seen anything like that before. The whole palace is on fire. Fo-fo! The whole building looks like it's made of ice, and there's a wall of fire surrounding it. The fire here is just like the fire in the ice mountains. It's not melting anything around it. Like it is just suspended in the air and not burning anything at all. A palace of fire. Fo-fo! Yeah! Don't go near it, Fo. Fo-fo! This fire is definitely made with magecraft. Nothing else could keep it burning without melting the ice palace. Maybe there's a rune of burning inscribing somewhere? Or maybe the fire was brought here from a nearby mountain. Whatever the case, it makes for a hell of a bounded field. I can feel it tingling on my skin all the way from here. But that only makes sense. Of course, Mount Galdhopingen, the highest summit in Scandinavia, would have a fiery fortress on top of it. We are trying to bust out a goddess who could be the key to turning everything around here, after all. Why didn't they just kill her then? It'll take more than a berry of magecraft flame to turn this heroic spirit away. Please be careful, Napoleon. I think this is the Palace of Fire. Both in the poem Sigurdrifumal of Poetic Edda and the Volsunga Saga mention a Palace of Fire on top of Mount Heimdallfell, surrounded by a fiery hedge made from the shield of the gods. It was called the Palace of Fire. It's a bounded field created by Odin himself. This could be a large-scale ritual that uses magecraft taken from mythology, or perhaps a bounded field that's been in place since the Age of Gods. Those flames, the shield of the gods? Nah, this bounded field hasn't been here since the Age of Gods. At best, it's an imitation. A bit of fancy magecraft that just looks the part. Use those baby purples of yours, mademoiselle. I know your senses are dulled from the magical energy in the snow and ice around here, but look closer. There they are inside the fire, plain as day. Fo-fo! Go! Jotuns. Now I see them. Those are muspel giants, just like the ones at the castle. I could tell they were stronger than the Jotnar or Bergrisar, but now there's several of them. They're walking around in that inferno like it's a cool day in autumn. Damn impressive. I love tough swords who are proud of it. I don't see anything wrapped up like before, but given how their legs are in chains, I'm guessing they're here on guard duty? Maybe the queen's just into that sort of thing. Or maybe, could it be Ophelia? Truly? Whatever these guys have going on, it's in very poor taste. Considering the old Jotunheim Highlands of Mid weren't exactly the place to be for the likes of them. If there's one thing these muspel over there are lacking, it's charm. Don't you agree, fire giants? Aha! You're a spirited bunch, aren't you? Right. We'll need to get through them if we're going to fulfill our objective. Ortinak's output is stable. Auto maintenance function activated. Amalgam good standing by. Alright, let's smash our way through these guys. More random battles. I guess it's cool that they're using a fire effect for the background, though it does look a bit wonky. Does Numeral of the Saint work here? There is sunlight, I guess. Yeah, it does work. Time for some gorilla action. Wow. Did he crit with a 30% chance? Yes. Almost there. When are the buffs going to wear off? In this turn. Oh well. What I can do is crit turn. Just crit everything out of sight. The wind really is in the mood for crits, huh? Uh-oh. Rep. They crit really hard, actually. But we should be fine right now. A gold EXP gem. Nice work with that shield. It's even throwing the giants off balance. Alright, I think that calls for another cannon blast. Take this! Target silenced. That takes care of the last mass spell. Does that mean the battle is over for now? For now. Nope. I'm afraid it's not gonna be that easy. There's still more of them, Miami. It's still hard to make out magical energy here, but that's not the only unusual thing in the air. Can you smell it? Oh, now that you mention it. I can faintly make out hydrogen sulfide. That smell. Sulfur. That's the scent of a volcano. Take another look at the flames, then at the palace. Go with this. Does it look like the flames have gone down in intensity at all? Just from the palace doors opened up. Nope. I can't find so much as a seam in that bounded field. Maybe this means we need to use Magecraft to break through it? Disabling such a powerful bounded field would be a problem for Senpai and me. Neither of us is able to use powerful Magecraft like that. We need a caster to help us. But with things as they are, We can count on
Abby
summoning
will
one
be good
long
for
term.
this muscles.
Not to mention, we still have those
Though I'm
guards
not
to
sure about
contend with.
what's in the back. In the next wave.
Here they come! More Muspel are emerging from the fire! Ooh la la! There's even more of them now! These must be the rest of the pack. The smart move here is to rush us all at once, fire giants. Don't bother coming one at a time.
Don't teach them.
Oh no! Go! Easy there, pupper. I'll pet you all you want once the battle's over.
Boy.
But right
Tank
now,
is
you should
almost
stay
dead.
back.
Now what should I do? Nani?
Up in the sky! It's huge!
I want to
Senpai,
saber for
behind
what's
me.
next.
Get down! Bombardment?
Actually, what I can do is...
Papa!
Are they throwing rocks? What is that?
Senpai, look! What is that?
Exactly what I asked.
I'm not sure.
It looks like some sort of large flying creature? That's it.
So I switched targets.
The heck is that? And unknown class. Hmm. In that case, I think I'll grab a berserker first, and then maybe use a foreigner, just because I don't know what's supposed to be. In that case, nice. Oh, double crit, Abby. Ouch. He really didn't like Abby. Now what is that? A caster. What is that supposed to be? Eesh. Spooky. Rip. Ish, and it crits hard. Oh. I think Pence got this. She kept all her buffs and got new ones, so... She should deal a whole lot. Yep. Rip.
Rip. He should be done. But the thing didn't die. What is that thing? It's some kind of key? Or maybe another guardian? Damn, this thing's tough. I still can't tell what the hell it is, but it looks like to be about as hard as the Sphinx's face. The fire giants certainly aren't helping either. It doesn't look like they're working together, though. It looks like they're both so focused on us, they're not even seeing each other. Yep, I'd say you're right about that. I must have really pissed this thing off. I just wish I knew what I did to make it so angry. It doesn't look too bad at a glance. I think it just laughed. Nope, I still got nothing. I don't suppose you two have any idea, do you? Afraid not. This is the first time you've run into something like this as well. It is exceptionally aggressive. If it were made from magecraft, I'd expect it to be more mechanical. It could be a phantasmal unique to this lost belt. Or it could be a demonic beast from a self-contained ecosystem that has never been mentioned in any myth or legend. Fuck you! Huh? It's not? What? Go on then, Foe, tell us everything you can. Foe ex machina? Foe! You know what it is? I'm sorry, senpai. I can grasp the idea, but I can't exactly make sense of it as a language. I've always admired Dr. Dolittle, but I'm afraid I just don't have that kind of talent. Don't worry. It does happen occasionally, but no, you're right. Resuming combat mode. We need to take the giants out first. Things will get real hand real fast if they gang up on us. Things will get out of hand real fast if they gang up on us. Now it makes sense. 3 fire giants left. Alright, let's do this thing. I'll fill them up all with holes. 1, 2, 3. Break 'em, smash 'em, make your way through. Triple buster. We've destroyed all but no, wait! The third one is still alive! And here I thought I scored a direct hit. Now I see. This one's a real fiery warrior. It uses fallen comrade's body as a human, giant shield. Brave and cold-blooded. I love it. Ew. Whoa there! He started hurling boulders. I mean, large blocks of ice. But don't worry, I can block him as long as I stay focused on defense. Do it. It's time to take this guy down for good. Let's see how you like a barrage. Is that thing protecting it? Consecutive impacts confirmed. Both the unidentified creature and last remaining Muspel have been... Get out of here! It exploded. The unidentified creature has been sent flying directly into the palace. The firewall shows no signs of going out, but the palace outer wall has taken significant damage. Sorry about that. I tried to hold back, but the damn thing was so tough I ended up really going all out. Oh crap, this is bad. I just knocked that thing into the castle. What if it ends up eating our sleeping beauty? Even if it doesn't, what if she ends up getting buried when the palace... It's alright. I don't think there's any reason to worry. How can you be so sure? Just a feeling, but a strong one. If I'm right about this, then the one in the palace has to be... Brynhildr. Is she going to kill the thing? Foul! Whoa! That thing just got knocked out of the palace? Yep, Bryn is pretty OP actually. Foul! Yep, it's her. Good morning, everyone. I am the daughter of Odin and the eldest of the Valkyries. Once I was both a demigod and a goddess of old. In proper human history, my story and praises were sung in the poetic Edda and the Volsunga saga. I am an avenger who once loved Sigurd, only to end up taking his life followed by my own. I am Brynhildr, a heroic spirit. She's so cute. Also very messed up when her kill Sigurd kill bot mode activates, but another Lancer who suffers a lot. Well guys, this will be it for today, and I'll continue later. I hope you all have a nice day and stay safe.